From the Intellifluence headquarters in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, this is the Intellifluence Influencer Spotlight. In each episode, we sit down with an influencer from our network and we discuss their background as well as their unique approach to influencer marketing. Trent is a UK-based influencer whose goal is to make the world a happier place, one smile at a time. Producing content using the name Sango Man, Benny's TikTok account has grown to over 767,000 followers over the last 2 years, and he has worked with well-known global companies such as NordVPN. You can follow Benny on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, to name a few. Benny, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to speak with us. We really appreciate it. What inspired you to start your comedy TikTok channel? I'm interested.
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do, but I think the thing that sort of pushed me in the direction of actually doing something was the pandemic. Because all of a sudden we were locked in with nothing to do. And obviously where I'm from in the UK, there's very much sort of a pub culture here, you know? So, I mean, that's literally our part of our society is going out and meeting friends and things like that. And all of a sudden we had everything taken away. Well, everybody did globally, didn't they? So all of a sudden I had to sort of find something to do to fill in the time, really. And kids, I work a lot with kids, and they were like, oh, you should do TikTok, you'd be really good at it. And I was like, no, that's that weird dance app, that kids do. But then I think probably everyone over 30 ended up getting it as soon as and then it's just the perfect platform because I enjoy performing and entertaining. I enjoy the editing process and the filming. So to have these short, sharp videos that you could just sort of throw out there, it just became a hobby. And to see sort of views coming in real time, it became quite addictive, really. So it became sort of a regular part of my day, and now I'm stuck with it, I suppose. So yeah.
Absolutely. And you have a background in entertainment too, as a singer and a contestant on Britain's Got Talent. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, including how you kind of got into the entertainment kind of field?
I've always sort of had an attraction to the stage or to an audience. Like I remember even my first role as a kid was a polar bear in the school Christmas play. And I still remember the lines to this day of what I had to say. And ever since then, it was just sort of a buzz of being live on stage. I used to love doing theatre. And once I left school, I did a BTEC National Diploma in Performing Arts, where I could sort of pursue that. And then I started traveling, and I went to Camp America, and I ended up getting addicted to travel, and I wanted to do something that worked with young people like it did at Camp America. And I ended up sort of going more into the field of hospitality and outdoor education with kids and stuff. But that sort of spark of wanting to be on stage never left me. And even at holiday camps and summer camps, if you're telling a story around a campfire or leading a song, you're performing in front of an audience. And I find that very natural. It doesn't intimidate me at all. So I find it a very sort of natural space when I'm in an audience. And TikTok, and what I'm trying to do now is grow my YouTube and my Instagram is, just to sort of keep that going. And I'd like to explore it and maybe introduce maybe a bit more travel vlogging or something, because that's another passion of mine, to see if I can sort of sneak that into my content. But the algorithm of these things, especially TikTok, the moment you try and do something new, it sort of freaks out and you don't get any. So you have to sort of stick with it and be patient and take the low views for a while, and then eventually it gets used to it. And so yeah, I think there's always sort of been a spark to performance as part of my character. It's something I just enjoy, and I just try to keep it fun and just like a fun side hobby, I suppose.
Want to join Intellifluence as an influencer? It's free, easy, and you get to keep 100% of your earnings. Go to Intellifluence.com, click or tap influencers, then click or tap the join for free button. Once you have registered for free as an influencer, you can start creating offers with custom pricing and services. Brands can pitch you to work with them via these offers. Once you have created your offers, head over to the marketplace and browse opportunities for brands. Apply to any and all that are a great fit. Earn cash quickly by referring your friends and family. Absolutely, and it's kind of well documented your love for travel. So how do you structure your average day so you can travel, you can create this content, you can maybe have a little bit of downtime on the side? How do you structure your average day?
Oh, it's the reason I never have any money is travel. I'll impulsively suddenly book a flight to Estonia or something, because living in the UK, you can fly to Spain for £10, because everything's so close by, and it's a different. Over in the States, of course, you've got an ocean either side, and then a whole of Canada one way, and Latin and South America the other. So it's much more easy for us, because we're so closer to everything, to be able to travel. And that's another thing, because I love being busy. I don't know if I'm secretly ADHD or something. I don't think so, but it's like I get itchy feet very quick and very easy. I tend to get bored. I suppose that's why, I like going down to the pub, because when you do that, you're having a great time. When does somebody not have a great time? When they have a drink or two. And even if I'm on my own, I'm very chatty. I'll meet people around me, and I've built up a big network of people that I know just from around town, from, propping the bar up now and again, and just, meeting people. And I think that whole travel aspect, the meeting people, especially when I'm traveling, that's probably something that's definitely come from that spark through performing and things like that, just because you're not shy, I suppose.
Absolutely. So this one's interesting. I have it written down here. So you collaborate with a brand called Scentcraft, and you have your own scent called Sango Scent. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, that was something really random. Like, they approached me and reached out, and they sort of find influencers, and you just sort of build a scent. And I tried to make mine really light and silly, and just to incorporate the smiles and laughter, and trying to keep everything light. But it's what I didn't realize at the time was that this is only available to people in the United States at the moment. They've not yet branched out across Europe or the UK. And like literally 20% of my followers are from the US, and 80% are from the UK and Europe. And they're the ones that can't sort of buy it. And that's just the people that live there. The people that could possibly buy it are probably, I don't know, 10% less than. And there's a cost of living crisis. So, it's been, it was good. And, I'll advertise it out. And I think there's been a couple of sales, but, until it's sort of expanded to 80% of where my audience is, then I'm not really expecting much of it. But it was really, they're great at what they do. It's a high quality product. But there's, now and again, that's something that has been a nice side hustle, I suppose, just bring a little bit of extra money in, not enough to live on, but it helps, with like a month's rent or something. If you do a video for a brand, for example, I did one with NordVPN, and they gave me a nice amount, which paid for rent for a month, for a couple of months actually. And it's and so stuff like that has been a nice thing. But then I had a vape company approach me, and that for me, it doesn't sit right, because many of my followers are young, and I just don't think my content suits a vaping brand. I don't even do it myself. And, I think if you were to do something you don't believe in, that's when you become a sellout, and morally, that just didn't feel comfortable to sort of do that. So happy to help as many people out as I can, but there's a line,
Absolutely. I always respect, the influencers that just really stick with products that they believe in, rather than just peddling anything, So,
yeah.
So that's wonderful to hear. And lastly, what are some short-term goals, or what do you want to do in 2023 with your brand?
Oh wow! I'd really like to. You see, I know I'm sort of at times an extroverted sort of personality, but I've also got this introvert side that's a massive procrastinator, and I'll put things off. And there's a lot of things I'd like. I love performing, so I'd like to sort of maybe find a way where I can sort of work presenting wise on TV, because I like being busy, and I know it's long hours. I'm good at working long hours. Like I said, I get when you've worked with kids in holiday camps, you're awake sometimes 18 hours a day. So it's like, why are we doing this again? But that's something where I'd like to sort of push on to, and get into a little more presenting. I've recently joined a couple of extra agencies where I can work as a support actor. So that could be fun. So I think I want to base myself in the UK, because I work for TUI usually as contract work. And if I'm sent away to Greece for 6 months, I'm sort of stuck there. You know, I can't just fly back from Greece to the UK to film something for a day or two. So I think being in the UK provides me with a lot more freedom of movement. So that's really what I want to do in 2023, is maybe just get a little bit more exposure and take a chance, maybe send a show reel out to a few casting agencies and just see what happens, you know. So I think that's what I want to do, is rather than waiting for something to fall into my lap, is to actually push a little bit and go out and throw my name out a little bit there, because you never know, you might get somebody back that's, hey, come in and have a chat.
The IntelliFluence for Influencers app enables you to earn free products or cash in exchange for your honest reviews using your mobile device. Upon logging in, or signing up for free if you haven't already, you will arrive at your custom dashboard where you can view transactions that need your attention at a glance or browse our recommended offers from brands. Check out marketplace offers from brands and apply to your favorites. Once you accept a pitch from a brand, you can complete the entire transaction anywhere using your mobile device and communicate with the brand using our intuitive messaging tool. You will never have to go outside the app. View your earnings summary, including upcoming payments, as well as your entire history. You can view your influencer profile strength and make any necessary updates to your profile to put you in better position to be pitched. Edit your details such as compensation preferences and social accounts with ease. If you could ever use some help, you can access the IntelliFluence knowledge base or contact support at any time from the app. As an influencer, there are never any fees associated with using our influencer marketing service, and you get to keep all of your earnings. Download the free IntelliFluence for Influencers app today and get started.